What if the United States never existed? Imagine a world where the American Revolution failed and Britain tightened its grip on the colonies. Would we live under a global British Empire today? Welcome to WhatIfTimeWrap, where we rewrite history. Let's explore this alternate timeline together. To understand this what if, let's revisit the American Revolution. In 1775, the 13 colonies rebelled against British rule, sparked by taxes like the Stamp Act and fueled by ideals of liberty. Key battles defined the war. Bunker Hill in 1775 showed colonial resolve, while Saratoga in 1777 convinced France to join the fight. The turning point came at Yorktown in 1781, where George Washington's forces, with French support, trapped General Cornwallis, forcing his surrender. By 1783, the Treaty of Paris recognized American independence. But it wasn't a sure win. Britain had the world's strongest navy and army, and internal colonial divisions like loyalists threatened unity. What if France had stayed neutral, or if a single battle turned differently? The loss of this war could have kept America under the British crown, altering the course of history. Let's dive into that possibility. Let's rewrite 1781. Imagine France, wary of war costs, withdraws support after Saratoga. Without French troops and ships, Washington's siege at Yorktown fails. Cornwallis holds the line, and British reinforcements crush the colonial army. By 1782, the revolution collapses, and the colonies remain British. Loyalists gain power, quelling rebel leaders like Washington, who might face exile or execution. The British Empire adapts. Instead of harsh rule, they grant limited self-governance to avoid future uprisings, creating a North American dominion under a colonial governor. The Industrial Revolution, starting in Britain in the late 18th century, spreads to the colonies. Early think steam-powered mills in Virginia. By 1800, the British consolidate power, using American resources to expand globally. By the 19th century, this dominion fuels the empire's dominance, colonizing Africa and Asia with unmatched strength. No American Revolution means no U.S. expansion westward, leaving Native American nations as British allies or subdued territories. Culturally, British law and language dominate, with no declaration of independence to inspire global democracy. The 20th century sees a unified British North America, a powerhouse rivaling Europe, with no civil war or slavery. Debate slavery persists longer under imperial control. Fast forward to 2025, in this alternate world, the British Empire, strengthened by a victorious revolution, rules a vast dominion. North America, from Canada to the Caribbean, is a unified British territory, with cities like New York as bustling imperial hubs. The Industrial Revolution's early start gives Britain a technological edge. Electricity in the 19th century. Space travel by the 1950s. Today, the empire leads with lunar bases and AI-driven governance, a superpower unchallenged by any US act. Geopolitically, there's no Cold War. Russia and China face a lone British bloc. The Commonwealth, expanded with American resources, includes Africa and Asia under a global council in London. Culture reflects British norms. Cricket dominates sports. The monarchy is absolute, and English is the sole global language. Democracy is limited, with colonial assemblies reporting to the crown. But there are downsides. Without American innovation, think no Silicon Valley. The tech boom is slower. Slavery's longer duration sparks resistance movements, and cultural diversity suffers under uniform rule. Would this world be a utopia of order or a stifled society? So, what if the American Revolution failed? We'd live in a British-dominated 2025 lunar colonies, a global empire but perhaps less freedom and innovation. At WhatIfTimeWrap, we love exploring these alternate paths. If this timeline intrigued you, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell for more history. Reimagined, what would you change in a British-ruled world? Drop your thoughts below and suggest your next what if. Maybe what if the Industrial Revolution started early? Stay curious, and see you in the next timeline.